I keep hearing from creationists and other people this idea that DNA is like a code, or blueprint, that by reading the letters of the DNA you could find the hidden code for arm, leg, eye and such. And when I first started to look into how genetics and evolution worked, this is what I thought it was like. That somewhere hidden in the DNA was sort of a three-dimensional representation, even if more metaphorically, of the human body, where every letter might represent type of cell or string of letters did. But then I found out that the letters in DNA only represented amino acids that form proteins. And this for a while was a stumbling block for me. How do proteins create the final form of a human? Then I read a few books that explained it better. Within DNA there are what could almost be called vague blueprints, though these just represent which section of the body is formed in what order from head to feet, but the actual shape of the hand, feet, and other such parts of the body isn't determined by blueprint. There is no blueprint for the shape of the hand, for instance. Instead, the proteins within the cells fold in such ways that they interact with the cell itself and nearby cells to determine the final shape. It's this interaction with all the cells that create the hand. It's closer to the instructions on how to create an origami figurine. You can follow the figurine's instructions without knowing the final outcome, and just by seeing the instructions you will not know what it ends up as. This is how new shapes can be formed, or how arm can grow longer without the bone, or the muscle growing faster than the rest. Because the finger, for instance, being an inch longer, is formed still by the same interactions of the cells, it just goes on longer. So the same shape is still maintained. As I said, I found this confusing at first, but I can understand better now how evolution works, because the changes in proteins change how the body part is shaped. I hope that this helps you understand it better. I would like to hear your comments, or corrections if I got it right or wrong. And yes, I realize that I need to find a better voice or do it myself. I'm trying to work on this. Bear with me.